Hope I'm not late.
Oh, I'm early.
Robert sends his regards.
Thank you. How's he doing?
Busy as a bee.
And you?
The lady of leisure. And rather enjoying it at the moment, actually. How are you?
I'm so-so.
So I can see you're not your usual chipper self.
I think what I've got is a case of the end of the winter blast. I get them every year, but this time I think I've got a particularly bad case.
Well, maybe a nice lunch will cheer you up. Do you want to order?
You know what I want? I want to go someplace real far away. I know this menu by heart.
Well, do you want to go somewhere else?
No, I mean someplace away, far away. I mean, just away from this town, away from work. Not for long, mind you. Just take a break.
Well, everyone deserves a break now and then.
Well, Holly, as a matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I asked you to have lunch with me. I was wondering if maybe you'd be interested in going with me.
You mean take a trip?
Bad idea.
Forget it. No, go on. What have you got in mind?
You mean you'd consider it?
That depends. I certainly have the time.
Well, a week. I mean, that's all I'm talking about. Just a week.
Well, where were you thinking of going?
I don't know. Someplace warm and someplace with a lot of men.
Well, I like the sound of the warm bit.
Are you really serious?
Yes, you can have the men. I'll chaperone.
You really would go away somewhere with me?
I think it's a marvelous idea.
I mean, you don't think Robert would mind you just running off like that, do you?
Oh, come on. You know more than anybody else that it's just a marriage of convenience. You wouldn't mind.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello there. What's the special?
We're too excited to eat.
Oh, what's up? Holly and I just decided that we are taking a trip.
Oh, great.
Is Robert going to?
No, he's got too much work.
Well, you'll be back in time for our wedding, I hope.
Sure, we're only planning on going away for a week.
Well, speaking of plans, we better get over there while our lunch hour is still hot and decide who's who at this wedding, okay?
Yeah, and I think I better strike while the iron is hot.
Okay, do you want to order?
Oh, who can think of food? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go abroad?
Someplace, not Europe. Definitely not Europe. You know who would have a good idea? Robert.
Of course. Robert's been all over the world.
He'd know the perfect place for us to go.
Oh, Holly, talk to him about it tonight, okay?
Well, why don't I try and get him right now? He might still be at home.
Good idea. I will order us some wine.
Okay.
At this time of year?
Right away. Bobbie's anxious to get going.
Well, there's no question. The Caribbean.
You think so?
Perfect. Of course, Hawaii would be great, but you need more time, or at least more than a week to do it justice.
Well, if you think the Caribbean's the place.
Look, you can't go wrong.
I knew you'd come up with something.
Well, of course, you've got a lot of islands there to choose from. They all have something to offer. It depends a lot on what you're looking for.
Well, just a little rest and relaxation.
You really ought to pick up a few brochures. I mean, there are so many. St. Croix, St. Thomas, Haiti, the Bahamas. Gee.
Well, we'll do that. And thank you, Robert. Bobbie will be thrilled.
Good idea. Do you both some good.
You don't mind, then?
Why should I?
Well, it isn't as though I'm leaving you alone and stranded. I mean, you won't be bored. You do have some company.
If you're referring to Constance, she's headed back to Washington tomorrow. But don't worry, I've got plenty here to keep me busy. Listen, love, I've got a dash.
Right. Thanks for your help. To the Caribbean. And to Robert, who recommended it.
Hot sun, sandy beaches. I love it.
Now, all we have to do is figure out which island to go to.
Well, what are our choices?
Well, there's the Bahamas. I can't even remember half of the names that Robert suggested. He rattled them off so quickly.
I'm going to have to go get some new clothes.
Well, some of things should do.
Oh, what's a trip if you don't go out and get a whole bunch of new clothes?
True, very true. But we should travel fairly light because we might have to handle our own luggage.
Oh, we can always recruit some helpers along the way.
Hey, I'm just the chaperone, remember?
Oh, Holly, I'm so glad that you agreed to go on this trip with me.
I'm delighted that you are.
And after lunch, I think we should stop by and see this travel agent that I know.
Good idea.
What are you planning here? A small war?
I'm ready for a skirmish or two, if you are.
No more questions?
A few. But first, a personal observation.
I've aged.
What's the expression? Not older, better. It's true, you know.
That's the observation?
Among others. But seriously, I mean, Istanbul, Paris, Athens even. Why Port Charles?
Why not Port Charles?
Do you really intend to end your days here?
I live to be 100 here. You saw my machine.
How on earth did you get stuck here?
I chose it. And as to how I got here, I'm sure that the WSB friends of yours filled you in.
The Cassadine caper, yes. That was a long time ago. You didn't have to stay.
Let's get back to business, shall we?
All right, Mr. Strong, silent, and sexy. Where were we?
We were talking about my town.
Right. Tell me, have you noticed anything strange going on?
Now you mention it. Yeah, it's something that strikes me as a little odd.
What's that?
You turning up in Port Charles. Quite a coincidence, huh?
Not really. I asked for it. Will we never be alone? Yes.
Room service.
This interruption. I ordered. You can put it right over there. There you go.
Thank you.
And what's the occasion?
You and me.
You mean us working together?
Well, whatever you want it to be.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A toast.
To old times.
To picking up where we left off.
Good wine.
Good company.
What comes next?
Do I really have to tell you?